Danganronpa.
Welcome back to the stream. We're continuing Danganronpa 2, where my wife is fucking dead. This is so sad. Anyway. We're gonna equip her ability. And again, I'd like to stress that this is not my first playthrough.
Now then, let's begin with a simple explanation of the class trial.
I'm just replaying the game for fun. 4 days until Pokemon comes out. I'm excited for that. I'm gonna be streaming that. I know that it's already out in a very legal manner, and I've been looking at stuff on Twitter about it. I've been seeing stuff on Twitter about it, but I'm trying to not to get too spoiled.
During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is. If you vote correctly, then only the blackened will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong person...
And I've seen stuff about Twitter about Legends Arceus.
I'll punish everyone besides the blackened. And that person will earn the right
I know I could
to
play in a
defend
very
the
legal
island.
manner right now, in an extremely legal manner, but I want to stream the game, which means I have to buy it, so I will be playing in on the Switch and in 4 days, not in an extremely legal manner.
Oh, no matter how many times I hear it, it's such a cruel rule.
Now then, let's first discuss the motive. That masterpiece of gaming, Twilight Syndrome
Masterpiece
murder
of
case.
gaming.
What? Who cares about that game?
The outcome of this trial should be determined by whether or not we find Mahiru's killer.
Nevertheless, we shouldn't ignore it. After all, that game is the motive this time.
Yeah, you're right. Then let's try discussing that first.
I'm sure everyone who's beaten the game already knows that it's based on an actual murder case.
I need to go use the bathroom. I'm sorry to do that in the first minute of the stream. I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back, sorry. So, yeah, Pokemon in 4 days. I will be streaming that this Friday. So, look forward to that.
Some of us have not beaten that game. Give us a detailed explanation.
It means Twilight Syndrome Murder Case is a non-fiction game. Additionally, some of us are characters in that game too.
So, I heard this trial is very disliked among the community, and I'll be honest, I don't really see why they dislike it. I like this trial a lot, but I'm thinking that opinion, maybe that opinion might change over the course of...
Some of us are characters in a video game?
Maybe that...
So, I think it's better if we clarify who the characters in the game are first.
Maybe that opinion might change over the course of this playthrough, but... I don't know. The first character the character was able to control, it was Mikon.
Girl A is probably Mikon Tsumiki. That timid tone. That definitely sounds like Girl
And
A.
I believe Girl B was... I don't remember how they act. I don't really remember how they acted, but I think I remember. I believe...
My right to privacy. A nasty, trashy pig shit like you doesn't have any privacy right. Ah, a nasty, trashy pig shit. I feel like I heard that in the game too. Huh?
I believe it was Girl B who said that.
Girl B was short and foul-mouthed. She's probably Hiyoko.
Short and foul-mouthed? That's like the complete opposite of me.
Anyway.
Next is Girl C.
It was Monokuma.
Girl C is Ibuki.
Girl C? Then I'll see you next Tuesday.
What?
Let's move on to Girl B.
Jockey's done with her shit.
I see.
Girl D is my hero. The victim in this case.
Yeah, that's correct. Let's skip Girl E and talk about Guy F. I see.
Aren't you Guy F, Fuyuhiko?
I was in a game? That's fucking stupid.
That reminds me. Wasn't there another person whose last name was also Kuzuryu?
Another person?
It was one of the names on the staff roll. The names were Sumiki, Koizumi, Sayonji, Miyoda, Sato, Kuzuryu, and then another Kuzuryu.
Sato has to be a last name, right? Because all of them were also last name. Well, Hiyoko was on the things.
It's
Staff
not like
roll.
I'm wrong. That's how it's written on the staff roll. Since you beat the game, you probably know what this actually means, right?
The reason for Hiyuko's last name is you have a hunch, but to call me out on that, Nagito, you're definitely someone I shouldn't mess with.
I can prove it with this. In the game, Guy F, Kuzuryu, mentions that he has a little sister.
What do you mean, little sister?
This is what Guy F said in the game.
That bitch.
It's pretty clear. There's no doubt that Guy F had a little sister. Plus, the sister actually appeared in the game. That's why the name Kuzuryu appeared twice.
By the way, what role did Guy F's little sister, the other Kuzuryu, play? You probably noticed, right?
I don't really have to say it myself, but I need to move the conversation forward.
I see!
The dead high school girl who was the first victim in the game is the only person I can think of.
That bitch, Girl E, was it? That bitch, what the hell did she do to my little
Based
sister?
on Guy F's tone in the game, it's clear that Girl E is not his little sister. So if the only person left is the dead high school girl, then she must be Fuyuhiko's sister.
Why do you sound so fucking happy? That's a winning personality you got there.
Winning personality? Are you praising me?
I was being sarcastic, dumbass.
Hey, you said the game is a work of non-fiction. That means Fuyuhiko's little sister is...
Yeah, I have a little sister. Something wrong with that? It's just a fucking game. Don't go mixing up some video game with
But we
reality.
said it's non-fiction.
It's not just a game. It's definitely based on true events. That's why it's the movie.
Don't go making shit up, bastard! If she was the type to die easily, I'd have fucking killed her myself a long time ago.
Wow!
I mean... when I
Natsumi
first
doesn't
entered
deserve
Hope
that.
Academy, she was mouthing off to me, as usual, and... sent me off. It happened just the other day.
About that. You're probably thinking like that because you've lost your memory.
Shut the fuck up! You be quiet!
I see. So you're never gonna accept that that game is based on true events, huh? Okay, I understand your attitude toward this class trial now.
Nagito, you seem to be doubting Fuyuhiko a lot. Do you suspect he's the killer?
A mystery that easy would make me feel sad. It wouldn't be good enough to serve as everyone's stepping stone. That's why I'd be much happier if Fuyuhiko wasn't the killer.
Okay, you're starting to act weird again.
Anyway, now we've established who all the characters in the game are.
Girl A is Mikai. Girl B is Hiyoko. And the first victim in the game, that dead high school girl, is Fuyuhiko's little sister.
That's just a story in a fucking game.
If so, then Girl E is Miss Sato.
Could it be? The same Miss Sato who likes white rice?
What?
I don't know what Sato you're talking about, but I don't think she's relevant to this case.
Maybe it's related to Gundam's last name, since they're both really plain names.
Well, that did
Mikai
that.
may be an ordinary family name, but it's far better than Sato or Suzuki.
Suzuki?
Hey, no one cares about that. Hurry up and talk about the mystery of the game.
Huh? What do you mean, mystery of the game?
My, you don't know. I heard that Girl E got killed.
What? No way! Is that true?
Getting killed is so violent, don't you know?
My, such awful times we live in. Why did this happen?
You guys are definitely friends.
So the mystery of the game is the murder of Girl E, correct?
Then let's hurry up and solve it. Let's first figure out why Girl E was killed.
The reason Girlie was killed.
I see.
The reason Girl E was killed is because she killed the first victim in the game.
which means Girl E was killed as revenge for the dead high school girl. What do you think, Fuyuhiko? Apparently, Girl E was killed to avenge your little sister.
You're fucking
Oh yeah,
persistent.
Fuyuhiko's technically.
I don't care what that game said at all. But, is that true? Girl E, she killed the first victim?
In order to make that clear, we need to know more about the case involving the first victim's murder.
It's the murder that occurred in the music room. I knew it would come up, so I prepared in advance.
I mean, the game said it outright, right?
Look, I made a map of the music room's surroundings, which was the stage of the first case.
I'm surprised you went to all this trouble.
Mapping is second nature to retro game fans. Classic dungeon crawler RPGs have a first-person point of view, so mapping as you play is a basic.
We get it!
Wow,
So
Nekamaru!
we can focus on the case.
Then, I'll start explaining. Girl A, Girl B, Girl C, and Girl D were at the entrance hall when they heard the sound of glass breaking. Immediately, they climbed the stairs to the second floor and headed to where they heard that sound. Girl E was in front of the music room on the second floor, and she confirmed that the sound came from in there. But the door to the music room was locked. So Girl D went to get the key from the office, and when the five of them were finally able to go in, they found the victim's body, dead from a blow to the head. Because the music room's window was broken, the girls thought the killer escaped through there. The sound of breaking glass that they heard at the entrance hall seemed to confirm that. Plus, Girl E's school swimsuit was stolen, so they concluded that the escaped killer was some pervert. How does that sound?
Yep, an understandable explanation. Just as expected from the ultimate gamer who excels at clearing games.
Just as expected from the ultimate gamer.
Right? Wasn't the real killer Girl?
Obviously. Girlie was waiting outside the music room for the other girls after she killed the first victim.
Did she lock the music room from the outside? Then she would have totally needed the key from the office.
Which means Girlie was hiding that key. We can
No,
assume she
because they
used it to
found it.
lock the-
But Girl D was the one who went to the office to get the key to the music room, right?
By the way, since it was never mentioned in the game, we can exclude the possibility of there being a spare key.
You can lock the music room from the inside, right? So from there, Girlie and sprinted to the front of the music room as fast as she...
She would have passed by the entrance hall where the other girls were waiting if she tried to do that.
Then... forget this!
It's not cute to see an old guy sulk.
What?
Is Girl E really the killer? We haven't reached an answer yet.
Based on the details of the game, there's no mistake that Girl E is the killer. And what did Girl E do after the killer killing the girl inside the music room? I need to clear that up first. Can you like turn the lock and then close the door?
After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
She just broke the window in the music room and escaped outside.
So how did Girlie get from outside the school to the front of the music room?
To go back to the music room from outside, you need to go through the entrance hall. Plus, at the entrance hall, the other four girls should have been there.
Yeah.
At the entrance hall, the girls... heard the sound of the window shattering.
How is she
No,
able to
it
pass
wasn't the
Wait,
window
but-
shattering, it was the vase.
Twilight Hidden Passageway is the world's best!
After she killed the first victim, what did Girl E do? She just broke the window and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E to the front of the music? To go back to the music, you need to go through. Plus, at the end, the other four girls.
At the entrance hall, heard the sound.
Crap! After she killed the first victim in the music room, what did Girl E do?
Oh, that was the wrong photo.
She just broke the window and escaped outside.
So how did Girl E get to the front of the music room? To go back to the music, you need to go through the entrance. Plus, at the entrance, the other four girls
At the entrance hall, they heard this.
No, that's wrong.
First of all, the sound the girls heard wasn't the window breaking.
If it wasn't the window, then what broke to make that sound?
A vase.
Vase? How low can you go?
After the murder, a broken vase was discovered in the classroom next to the music room.
So the sound of breaking glass that the four girls heard wasn't the music room's window. It was the sound of the vase breaking. Probably.
Actually, the murder was nearly finished by the time the four girls met in the entrance hall. Girl E killed the victim in the music room, broke the window, and went to the... With that key, she locked the music room from the hallway, returned the key to the office, and went back to wait in front of the music room. All she had to do was break the vase in the next door classroom as the four girls met by the entrance.
To make them think the murder had just occurred and that the killer had just escaped.
So, when the four of them ran over after they heard the sound, Girl E acted like she had just rushed over too.
I see. Now the mystery has been solved.
Wait a minute! The mystery hasn't been solved yet! You haven't determined what the murder weapon was yet!
Does that matter?
The murder weapon. We found out who the killer was.
Not cool! I went to all the trouble of making this death march, so you gotta...
What the heck? You're so annoying!
I can see why people dislike this case. Like, I do think this goes on for a while, and that it... But I also think it is very relevant to the case.
You're the disgusting one.
The weapon is pretty unconventional. Now then, will you guys be able to
And I do think that Monokuma steers the argument a lot in this case. But for this, I think the pluses of this case make it better than the minuses, and it doesn't deserve to be called one of the worst in the series. Also, Mahiru, no! What do you think the weapon is? I have no idea. Some lines of white noise are actually durable. What? It appears the debate is getting tougher, so I prepared this guy named Gun Something. Apparently he has a skill that competes the power of something. Gun Something. I wonder who that is. Was I out of the line just now? Anyway, good luck.
A weapon inside the music room, huh? What about broken glass?
Isn't the cause of death a blow to the head?
Then she attacked her with the fish tank.
That's too big to be a weapon.
Then the piano.
Why are you going even bigger?
The investigation conducts universal chaos.
It's on that big a scale, too?
How about beating her with
I agree with that.
Mahiru's skill is fucking broken. You just press the button and then you
He
win.
must have used gravel to attack the victim.
Let's go, Mahiru. That's why you're fucking based as usual.
Just as I thought! I'm chosen by the gods!
You're not chosen at all. And gravel is impossible. It's too small to be a weapon.
What if the gravel was put inside some sort of bag? If the weapon is something that appeared in the game, then so is the bag. And the only thing I can think of is the school swimsuit. If you tie the swimsuit like a bag and stuff it full of gravel, it would make an effective weapon.
That is the one thing that Danganronpa Yakuza art gets wrong. They think that the fucking...
Such a fantastic idea!
That's a reference. For as much as I like the fanfiction Danganronpa Yakuza art, go read it, by the way. It's amazing and has my favorite Hajime ship in it. My second favorite Hajime ship, in case you're wondering, is Hajime x Mikon, but my favorite is Hajime X Natsumi. Also, Natsumi's character is underrated. Anyway, as I was saying, Danganronpa Yakuza arc gets the fucking murder weapon wrong. They call it the metal bat, but, you know, I can give the fanfiction a pass because it's fanfiction and they're bound to get one thing wrong and it's a little detail, and also the fanfiction is really good. Go read it. It's on Archive of Our Own. Just go look it up. It's amazing.
It makes sense for a school swimsuit to be stolen. And if that swimsuit was used to make an improvised weapon, it'd have to be disposed of later.
How about it, Monokuma? Are you satisfied now?
This happiness you feel when the mystery you create is solved. Only producers know this feeling of ecstasy.
But the real important talk begins now. Girl E had someone who can be called an accomplice. That person was actually Girl D.
Girl D. You're talking about Mahiru, right?
Listen, she looked hot doing it.
Huh? Mahiru is the accomplice? What is this? What does that mean?
The piece of face that became an important clue in the music room murder. Girl D got rid of it.
And apparently the reason Girl E committed murder in the first place was to protect Girl D.
But did Girl D want that?
Girl E was being harassed by the victim. Girl E found out and tried to stop it.
And she felt a rush of anger and ended up killing her.
But she should have had a clear murderous intent. I mean, she choked her out and then bludgeoned her to death.
She probably made her unconscious. I somewhat understand that, Peter.
You can? That's pretty scary.
But Girl E was also killed by someone on the 4th day. I might as well ask just in case. Who do you think? I see.
It was Monokuma!
It should have been Guy F.
That bitch.
A scenario where Guy F murders Girl E out of a burning, hellfire desire to avenge his murdered sister.
But Guy F is... What? It's just a story in a video game, isn't it?
That's all you can say. If that game is telling the truth...
Hey, clear this up for me. Those of you who appeared as characters in the game.
That is... I'm terribly sorry, but...
They don't remember. That's obvious. Because their school memories were, like, totally stolen.
Even if I don't remember, I already know. It's obvious that guy is the killer. No one would kill a nice person like Mahiru besides a piece of shit menace to society like Fuyuhiko.
Hot take time. I see Mahiru and Hiyoko more as sisters than I do, and I don't really like people shipping them. Am I saying that because I ship Hajime with Mahiru? Maybe. That's my second favorite Hajime ship.
Killed by that guy.
My third favorite is Hajime and Shiaki, by the way. But
You sure do talk a lot of shit.
But does Mahiru's murder have anything to do with that game? Perhaps the two are unrelated.
no, the game Mahiru is an important shared point. My mother is calling. I'll be right back. I'm also gonna press the Alright. Back to the video game. What is the question? Oh, that was a mistake. I meant to press Y. No, the game and Mahiru's death are probably related. There's a shared point. The metal bat.
I can prove it with this. I'm not sure the two events are unrelated. At the very least, the killer has definitely played the game. As proof, Mahiru, who was killed in the beach, and Girl E, who was killed in the game, were both killed by a blow to the head with a metal bat. There's no way we can ignore that connection.
Someone must have wanted to split her head open the exact same way they avenged the first victim. Hey, why don't you confess already? You're the one who killed Mahiru, right?
You better cut that out right now! There is no way a stupid game could be the motive!
You're dumb enough to believe that stupid game, and that's why you killed her as revenge!
If you keep making up your mind like that, we're just going to go around in circles. And it's true Fuyuhiko may look suspicious. Don't you think that'd be too obvious?
Fuyuhiko is probably the best written character in the series, but he's not my favorite because I have other favorite characters.
What did he...
Also, I'm gonna go lock my door real quick just in case. But also, I like how Peko protects Fuyuhiko more than herself because she thinks that he's the actual killer. Because she thinks of herself as a tool. That's interesting to see when we play this case.
I mean, there's a possibility that it's a trap set by the true killer.
Trap? What do you mean?
The true killer played that game, and most likely found out about that person could be using that knowledge to try to set up Fuyuhiko.
Are you saying that a completely different killer murdered Mahiru and used the game motive as their cover?
Isn't that what happened, Kyoko?
Huh? What is this? Like, I can only laugh. What are you even saying, you nasty toilet-clogging bitch? What are you saying, you four-eyed troll?
Four-eyed troll?
Accusing me of killing Mahiru? You're so mean!
Why do you doubt Hyoko?
Do you know where Hyoko was today? She was at the beach house, the scene of the crime.
Shit.
But I didn't go to the beach house!
No, that's wrong!
Wait a minute. You should have been at the beach house, Hyoko.
Seriously, I told you I did it!
But these footprints in the sand in front of the beach house, aren't they yours?
I don't have such ugly footprints. They're probably Mikan's based on how ugly they are. Don't decide that based on ugliness.
Not Hyoko's footprints? That's strange. The footprint I collected from your room matches these footprints perfectly.
Collected? I never gave you permission to collect that, you nasty pedo!
Plus, the footprints left in the sand were facing away from the beach.
Nagito likes...
Which means, when the owner of these footprints
Fuck you, Nagito.
They used a different
entry. Are you talking about...
Are you saying when that person went inside the beach house,
The door was still accessible when they went in, and wasn't when they left.
Which means something happened in between those two of them.
Ah! I remember now. I remember when I went to the beach house.
So you finally decided to confess.
I'm pretty sure you guys already know this, but going for walks in the morning is my daily routine.
I've never heard of that daily routine before.
And that's when I went to the beach house. I went there on my morning walk.
I see. If you went there during your morning walk, that doesn't have anything to do with the case at all.
Don't believe her so easily, dumbass. She's obviously lying.
Huh? It's a lie?
People who call other people liars are usually liars themselves. If you say I'm lying, prove it. Can you even prove that I'm lying? There's no way a bunch of worthless idiots like you guys would be able to do that.
Oh, the letter, that's right.
I did go to the beach house. But only during my morning walk.
No, that's wrong.
Only during your morning walk, huh? Will you still claim that after you take a look at this letter?
I was going to tell you in person, but I couldn't tell you, so I put it in the mailbox. What we discussed earlier. Is it okay if we change the place and time? I want you to come to the beach house. If you're someone that wants to interfere with our meeting, let's keep it a secret.
That letter!
I see. So Hiyoko was able to arrange a meeting with Mahiru by exchanging...
What is that letter? I'm serious, I don't know.
Oh, snap. I remember now. I totally saw you.
Huh?
Me and Hajime met up at the diner around 3 p.m. to go to the beach. I saw you about 30 minutes later. So
See. So if she met Mahiru at 2:30 p.m., killed her, then ran away after, I think 3:30 p.m. is a reasonable time for you to have witnessed Hiyoko.
You're wrong! You're totally wrong!
now that you mention it, you also passed by the diner, Fuyuhiko. So you should have seen Hiyoko.
No, I didn't. It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I wasn't even paying attention to the beach house. I went straight back to my cottage after I saw you guys. I didn't see...
For some reason, that sounds suspicious too.
It's the truth. Deal with it.
Just leave him alone. It'd be a waste of time to question him any further. Anyway,
You're acting pretty sus, Peko.
testimony says it all. You were meeting up with Mahiru at the beach house.
Seriously? I don't know! I didn't even write that letter! I'm telling the truth! I really don't know!
Is she really crying? Or is she faking it?
She's probably faking it.
We can assume she summoned Mahiru with the intention of killing her all along. That's why she wrote a letter to let her know where to meet, so the others would... And then you went ahead to the beach house, hid yourself in a specific... There's evidence for that, too.
But why hide yourself in that place? Because Mahiru was expecting to meet her there, right?
Here. The place where Hiyoko was hiding.
Yes, that's right. The gummy candy we found. Hiyoko. Your favorite.
What's a gummy?
I have captured the true character of this Miss Hiyoko, who summoned Mahiru to the beach house, hid inside...
Why?
When she saw her chance, she attacked her like an evil spirit.
She was expecting Mahiru, right? Why not just have the bat in the beach house and then just like hide it and then take it out and then attack her?
Mahiru's body would be blocking the door at night because of that. She was only...
We have presented the proof! My 4 dark devas of destruction didn't even need to come out!
It's a trap! This is obviously someone's trap!
Who's someone? Whose trap is it?
It must be that one person. The one with the mask. There was a suspicious
They wear the mask.
at the beach house, right? Whoever was wearing that could be...
You're the one who wore that mask and killed Mahiru, right?
There's no way I'd wear such a childish mask. Is your brain fried or something?
That is right. It cannot be Hiyoko.
That, huh? Sparkling what now?
That mask says it all. Sparkling Justice is hiding on this island, which means the legendary serial killer Sparkling Justice is the one who killed Mahiru.
Why, you? If you continue to say such foolish things, I shall tear you limb from limb.
Don't blame Miss Sonia. It's just a difference between cultures. Culture shock, you know?
Yoko, why don't you just admit it already? You're being unreasonably stubborn.
It's all in your head.
It's true Hyoko's sus, but there's something strange. Something that doesn't make sense. I can't help but feel like we're being directed by someone.
I shall render my verdict upon this mystery's conclusion. Hiyoko is the sinner who killed Mahiru!
I'm telling you, it's a trap!
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
Oh, guys!
And weren't you also hiding in the closet? So that's when you dropped the gummy.
You waited for your chance to kill Mahiru.
And afterward,
You fled from the beach house.
At the time the door was blocked with, so you were forced.
And that's how you left your footprints.
I shall render my verdict. Hiyoko is the sin.
There's no doubt. You went to the beach house, right?
And weren't you also hiding it?
so that...
No, that's wrong.
Mahiru's skill is fucking broken. You can attack the weak point before any of the fucking thing really shows up. When noise shows up.
The only one childish enough to eat gummies is that midget over there.
You're a midget too, you know. You're the one who worries about never getting taught.
It's true Hiyoko likes to eat gummies, but she only eats a specific brand.
The brand of gummies you eat only have strawberry, melon, grape, and orange flavor.
Huh? But what about the lemon flavor? The gummy at the crime scene is yellow, so it obviously looked like it was lemon flavored. Huh? That gummy is yellow? And it's not mine! The ones I eat don't have any yellow gummies!
That's right. None of the gummy bags in her cottage had any yellow ones.
Then we can't assume Hiyoko is the one who dropped that yellow gummy. See? Didn't I tell you? It's definitely a trap! Damn it! Who would set a trap like this? I'll get my revenge! I'm gonna bop you on the head with all my might!
Hold on, you little bitch. You think you're in the clear
What?
just because of a little gummy? Don't be stupid. I'm not done backing you into a corner yet. We're not done with Hiyoko yet. There's still a huge piece of evidence left.
You're talking about
There
the
is?
footprints near the beach house, right?
It's true, that's an important piece of evidence. And we can thank Mahiru for it!
What does that mean?
Mahiru used her last ounce of strength and...
Oh, thanks, Mahiru!
That's wrong.
Attacking the weak spot, the only uncovered spot automatically for me. Let's go, Mahiru!
Her death was instant.
Instant death.
Let's go, Mahiru! Her skill's fucking broken!
Yes, there's no doubt that Mahiru died instantly.
If you keep making
That's why
shit up,
she's the
I'll
fucking wife!
kill you!
I'm sorry!
Fuyuhiko, you cannot do that. Only a coward.
Did you
fights
just say
a
for Yukiko?
I'm pretty sure her death was instant, too. I mean, her injury was only a single blow. That's why Mahiru isn't the one who blocked the door. Someone else used her body to block it.
Someone else?
The killer, of course. They're the one who blocked the door with Mahiru's body. That's why there were bloody drag marks left on the floor.
But why did the killer block the door?
Just ask Hiyoko. She's the killer after all.
Seriously, that's not true!
Is Fuyuhiko's VA the same as fucking, who's Fuyuhiko's VA? Is it Robbie Damon? I just heard Goro in there. Like, angry Goro. Fuyuhiko VA. Derek Stephen Prince. I feel like I've heard that voice before, though. Like... Oh, he plays Kokichi! I knew he played some, like, fucking... I knew he played some sort of evil rival character.
Let's assume Hiyoko
I just got
is the
him
killer.
mixed up with Goro.
Doesn't that mean she's also the one who dragged the body? If she handled the body that bloody, I think her clothes or skin would have been stained with blood.
Huh? But when I saw her, she was...
See? Yay! With this, my innocence has been proved!
I won't let you look down on me. We haven't decided that yet.
Hey, Fuyuhiko. Why do you keep insisting that Hiyoko is the killer?
Shut up! I'm telling you, she's the killer! That little bitch is definitely the killer!
Hiko, you're acting kinda sus.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I could think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door,
What is Kotodama?
then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Overturn?
Mahiru didn't block the door. Then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
What is the backslash in? Like, isn't there a hidden function?
Mahiru didn't block the door. Then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Why was it 2 that time?
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Okay.
If Hiyoko moved the body,
Gaming.
then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room inside the beach house. After she moved the body, she just washed it up. The fact that Hiyoko was at the beach...
Oh, that was the wrong thing.
Get all that, you bastard?
Retreat.
If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her butt. Hiyoko is the only killer I can think of. If Mahiru didn't block the door, then Hiyoko did it. She killed Mahiru and blocked the door with her body. Kyoko is the only killer I can think of.
Okay.
If Hyoko moved the body, then she should be covered in blood.
So what, dumbass? There's a shower room after she moved the... She just washed it off in the shower.
Allow me to cut through those words. No, washing it off in the shower is impossible, because the shower in the beach house was out of order.
Out of order?
I'm terribly sorry. I haven't had any time to actually repair it.
Then maybe she took her clothes off to move the body, and when she was...
Are you saying I did something bad for...
Kyoko took her clothes off before committing murder.
I see! Listen to me, Fuyuhiko. Hyoko mentioned this before.
I can't help it. I can't put my kimono starch for myself.
Hyoko can't change by herself. It's impossible for her to put on and take off her clothes.
What?
Oh yeah, she couldn't even tie her sash on her own. That's why she couldn't take a bath and smelled bad.
I didn't smell. It only smelled a little. Oh, wasn't changing inside the beach house prohibited in the first place? Yes, if you broke the rules, I'm pretty sure Monokuma wouldn't have kept quiet.
Damn right! I'm such a stickler for the rules that even safari park rangers want nothing to do with me.
If she didn't change her clothes, then what did Hyoko do with the blood that got her?
Like I've been saying, the blood wasn't on me in the first place, because I never touched Mahiru's body.
Hey, if you think about it the other way around, does that mean whoever was covered in blood is suspicious? Cause if so, I believe Akane was so...
Didn't I tell you that was because I got beat up by Coach Nekomar?
I can attest to that. If I hadn't gotten that rough with her, she never would have backed out.
Doubting me of all people. You got some nerve. All right, I'll bend your body in half so you're stuck in a bowing position for the rest of your life.
That actually sounds pretty cool.
The hell it does.
Hey, more importantly, I'm okay now, right? It's okay that I'm not the killer? Yeah, seems like it. See, I already told you. There's no way I'd kill Mahiru, because Mahiru taught me how to wear a kimono, and she was very, very kind. There's no way I would kill a nice person like her. Why wouldn't you believe me earlier? You guys are stupid! Stupid, stupid, stupid! Hyoko, please don't cry. Everything is fine now. Shut the hell up, pig barf. I hope you get a hangnail and die.
From a hangnail?
Being pig barf.
Getting worked out. Does he actually have something else in mind?
Now that our...
Huh?
Even though you're not the killer, you still went to the beach house, right?
Like I said, it was a trap.
Yeah, I got that already, so...
I would like to know too. It might lead to some kind of clue.
Fine. You want me to talk? Earlier this morning, Mahiru was the one who came up. She asked if we could meet up later.
Huh? But didn't you say earlier... Damn it! So that was a lie?
'Cause I thought it'd be doubted if I had...
So, what was your answer to Mahiru's invitation?
I told her it was fine. I mean, I didn't have a reason to say no. Unlike everyone else here, Mahiru was someone I wasn't embarrassed to be seen with.
You always have to say something snide.
At the time, we were supposed to meet around 2 p.m. Around noon, there was a letter inside my mailbox. A letter? Yeah, this one. I saw this letter, and and went to the beach house at that time.
Letter Hayaka, doesn't it clearly contradict the other evidence?
I can prove it with this. This letter. Doesn't it look like its contents are different from the letter Mahiru had? Mahiru's letter said to meet at 2:30 p.m., but in Hyoko's letter...
Whoa! The meeting times are off!
It's also strange that both letters wanted to change their meeting spot to the beach house. It would be plausible if one of them said it, but for both letters to say the same thing?
Hyoko, since you wrote it, what do you think?
Like I said, I never wrote the letter. How many times?
Safe to say the letter was forged by the killer, but which letter did the killer forge?
I see! The killer must have forged both letters. The killer forged them so they could manipulate their actions. Yeah, that's how we should think about it.
That seems very likely. In fact, if you compare both... Confirmed! Just as I assumed, the handwriting is the same. The content of the letters matches too.
Like this part. I was going to tell you in person. This part, it seems there's someone who wants to interfere with our meeting. And this part, let's keep it a secret. The killer forged both of those letters.
In doing so, they were able to control Hyoko.
So they completely tricked me. And then Mahiru's... How mean! Give me back Mahiru!
Really? This is really terrible. I've offered to help so many times. But the killer this time didn't discuss their plan with me at all. It's all my fault. I'm so ashamed of being unreliable.
Here we go again. Once we let our guard down, this happens.
We can probably punch him to death later.
Yeah!
Based on what the letter said, you went to the beach house at 2 p.m., right?
What's most important is what happened afterward.
If you kill someone in a trial, will there still be a trial for that person?
I fell asleep. Why did you fall asleep? It's not like I wanted to. I think I was forced to get a whiff of some kind of medicine or something. Medicine? That medicine. I thought that place seemed unsafe. They even have prescription medicines laying out in the open.
If you were aware of that from the start, you should have done something about it.
I'm sorry. When I woke up, I was inside a small closet, and when I rushed out, I saw Mahiru's body.
And that's why you ran out of the beach house in such a panic.
I was scared. It was really, really scared. Really scared that I couldn't help, but... The killer probably planned to frame Hyoko from the start. And for that reason, they summoned Hyoko before Mahiru, put her to sleep, and shoved her inside the closet.
So their reason for blocking the door with Mahiru's body was to make Hyoko leave her footprints as evidence.
Everything was done to frame Hyoko as the killer. That's horrible! I didn't do anything wrong, and I was framed by Mahiru's killer!
Alright, I'm starting to see why people don't dislike this trial because Hyoko is starting to be annoying, but I really don't see the other problem with the Twilight Syndrome.
Is it really okay to believe her so easily? She might be faking those tears, you know.
This will never end if you keep being so suspicious.
Isn't that what a class trial is all about? The only way to survive is to be suspicious. This is where we go to thoroughly doubt each other. So if you believe in each other so easily, then there's definitely something wrong with you.
You're wrong, Fuyuhiko. We aren't supposed to doubt each other here. We're supposed to work together. The class trial is where we cooperate with each other, work hard, and aim for victory. The killer and everyone else. Two hopes attempting to grasp the one true hope. Two hopes clashing with each other is poetry in motion. That is what a class trial should be.
Seriously, which side are you on?
I'm on the side of the absolute hope that can overcome any despair. And I believe that absolute hope exists at the point where two hopes clash.
Your stance is neither white nor black, but gray. And you do not yearn for your life, or even for victory.
Jeez, I wish he'd just side with the enemy already so I can believe what he's saying.
Let's stop. Believing every little thing Nagito says is a waste of time.
Yeah, we need to figure out who Mahiru's killer is.
There should be a new clue contained in what Hyoko has told us. So, let us believe Hyoko's words and discuss it once again with
Yep. The debate proceeds when you assume you can believe each other. Good job. That's the right way. That's a splendid power of teamwork. Hey, what do you think of that, Monokuma? I'm not gonna let you have the outcome you want. Hey, what? He's sleeping.
Dumbasses. You bastards don't know anything. If you're stupid enough to trust each other, the only thing waiting for you is the bitter truth.
Bitter truth. That may be true, but even so, we can't stand around here all day. Even if Liza has a cruel ending, the only thing we can do is move forward. Well then, now that the class trial has reached its climax, I would like to present the answer right here, right now! Are you gonna spoil who the killer is? Pooh, if I reveal the answer before everyone's ready, they'll all be shocked! They'll all feel despair! You can't, that's seriously a big no-no! But spoiling it right now is innovative, don't you think? The club president and I are powerless against innovation. Who's the club president? So, without further ado, the answer is, you can't.
Correct. You say Nanu in German when you're surprised.
Huh? I don't know what you're talking about, but it somehow feels wrong to me. Oh, that was the wrong voice. What?
I'm Monami, and my heart is throbbing like crazy right. To think that the person who killed the wonderful Mahiru Koizumi is in this room. Impossible! Impossible! That's so impossible! There's no way I can believe that. Ugh, I can't do anything. How annoying. But I'm just gonna believe in everyone. That's the least I can do. Everyone do your best. Don't lose to yourselves. And don't
Well, now that we've decided to believe Hyoko, now what?
If the killer was luring Hyoko into a trap, then something that was used there might be a clue.
Do you...
No, it was probably the gummy.
Huh? Candy can be a clue?
Hey, when you woke up, was the gum... now that you mention it, I feel like it wasn't. Just as I thought.
Just as you thought?
If the killer planted evidence while Hyoko was there, she would have thrown it away if she found it.
Which means the gummy was placed inside the closet after Hyoko fled from the beach house?
The killer returned to the scene of the crime?
They wouldn't have to do something that troublesome as long as they hid somewhere within the beach house.
That's impossible! There's nowhere to hide! I even glanced inside the shower room as I was running away, but there was nobody there.
Then, does that mean the killer came back?
At any rate, the solution to that problem is connected to what really happened.
I want to play a new game. Is that what I'm thinking? Is that what you're thinking? You want to play a different game? You hate Danganronpa? If so, we prepared the perfect product for you. You'll dive into your own brain and logically concern a mysterious answer for several questions. It's Mario Kart! Fuck. What? One thing I don't like about the game is the pop-in. Like, I don't like how short the pop-in is. But other than that, it's fine. Where'd the killer leave the beach house? Also, this song slash.
It's all coming together. Do you think the killer might have been hiding?
You spent all that time thinking just to say something so pointless. How disappointing. Didn't I just say there was nowhere to hide? Do I have to explain it in another language so you can understand?
Her personality got a hell of a lot more forceful once she stopped being a suspect.
No, there should have been a place for them to hide. A place you didn't look, Yoko.
What are you saying? Stop being annoying or I'm gonna make Akane bop you on the head and shut you up for good.
Why Akane? I really don't want that to happen to me. I need an answer by any means. The place where the killer was hiding.
Here! The killer is probably hiding in the closet.
The closet? That's where I was locked up!
After you woke up, you said you rushed out of there, right? And you probably didn't look inside the closet very carefully.
But could two people even hide in such a small place? And without Hiyoko knowing?
That's why the killer made sure to arrange a hiding place.
Here! What about the surfboard case in the closet? I'm pretty sure.
Mahiru, no! Mahiru!
Huh? Inside the surfboard case? But the shelf it was on.
You died too soon.
Don't you think?
This is so cringe.
Two surfboards were stacked on the top shelf. And there were surfboards that weren't even in a case. The killer probably did that on purpose to secure a hiding place, because we haven't been on this island that long, so the closet shouldn't have been that messy. Then, the killer was close to me during that time?
Yeah, they were quietly holding their breath and hiding very close to you.
It's kind of like in for a penny, in for a pound, so to speak.
What?
Don't you mean it's always darkest under the lighthouse?
I shouldn't say things I don't understand, like, so to speak.
Anyway, the killer hid
Anyway,
and after making sure Yoko left, they finally left the surfboard case. I agree with that as well.
Seriously, nobody asked what you think.
Nobody asked.
There's
Plus
no way
ratio.
to leave Yoko by herself if they were trying to frame her. If Yoko was left alone and ruined the evidence the killer had planted, it would have messed up their plan. Instead, it makes more sense to think that the killer was hiding in the beach house, watching Yoko.
Saying whatever you want, even if you didn't ask. Alright, if you don't want to friggin' get punched, just stand still and let me punch ya! Oh, you shut up. Then, grit your teeth.
Sorry, Akane. It's not like that. Hey, Monokuma. Can I ask you about something that seems strange to me?
I believe Prince Shotoku was from the future. A man from the future is always directing the flow of history.
What?
I'll listen to your story about men from the future some other time. As I recall, the body discovery announcement is made when 3 or more people discover a body, right? Is the killer also included among those 3 or more people?
Yeah, that's true, but, well, something like that is basically what it's supposed to be.
You don't sound very articulate.
Jeez! You're pretty annoying for noticing something like that! I know it sounds like an excuse, but the body discovery announcement isn't supposed to be used for deduction. It's intended to create a fair trial. It's supposed to let everyone know a body has been found.
So you're saying it's unfortunate that I used it for deduction? I understand your excuse, but depending on who actually found the body, it's possible that your 3 or more people rule could be deadly.
Well, as long as I keep things ambiguous, I can respond to situations with some flexibility.
Flexibility, huh? So what about this time? Is it 3 people including the killer or not?
Jeez, fine! You want me to say it? It doesn't include the killer this time, okay? All done.
Which means 3 people other than the killer discovered Mahiru's body.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. I just thought it was somewhat strange. More importantly, let's get back to our original topic.
You're the one who went on a tangent.
We
True.
were just saying the killer was hiding in the surfboard case, right?
And after Hyoko ran away, the killer got to enjoy the simple life of destroying evidence.
However, before we proceed any further, there's something we have to make clear. The killer blocked the roadside door with Mahiru's body before Hyoko ran away. But what about the blood?
Now that you mention it, that mystery hasn't been solved yet.
It's going to be all right. If you guys have come this far, I'm sure you can discover that answer too. Now, let's start the argument, shall we?
Oh boy, it's the truth flashback! It's the truth flashback!
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have been impossible.
They didn't have to use the shower.
Oh, what about the wetsuits in the closet? Maybe they wore one when they moved the body.
If they used something other than the shower... What did they do with the bloody wetsuit?
They cut it up and whoosh.
As someone who flushes their shit every morning, I can declare it would definitely clog the toilet.
Maybe it's the other way around? Perhaps someone other than the killer moved the body? Maybe they were able to wash it off.
What did the killer do with the blood on their body?
Maybe they simply washed it off.
They couldn't use the shower, right? So washing it off would have...
Mahiru's
No,
fucking
that's wrong.
broken.
If they just needed to wash off the blood, they didn't necessarily have to use the shower. could have just as easily used something else.
Something other than the shell. Like what?
I see!
Sand.
Drinks inside the refrigerator. Couldn't the killer have used those to wash off the blood?
I've seen through it. In theory, then, that's impossible.
Why?
Try to remember the refrigerator carefully, and then you will understand. That there's no possible way the drink...
Okay, sus woman.
It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try thinking. One bottle drink, it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood. It's true there were in the beach house refrigerator. However, try thinking. One bottle drink, it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood. It's true there were drinks in the beach house refrigerator. However, try thinking. One bottle drink, it wouldn't be enough to wash off the blood.
I can't back down!
Oh!
We can't assume they used just one drink. They could have used a bunch of them to wash it off.
Didn't I say it was impossible? There were no water bottles in the refrigerator.
Allow me to cut through those words! Oh, there were water bottles inside the refrigerator.
How many times do I have to tell you? There were no water bottles in there whatsoever.
That was...
I like how the trespasser voice says they don't have to do my stupid voices the whole time.
And the killer took all of those water bottles and used them to wash the blood off their body.
So you're saying the water bottles were gone? Because they were all used? That's a logical fallacy.
How?
It's not a fallacy. There should have been evidence inside the trash can. Evidence like a lot of thrown away plastic water bottles.
Oh, you're right. These bottles look like they may have been filled with water.
Well, now that you mention it, when I went to the beach house a few days ago, I feel like I drank one of those plastic water bottles.
Huh? You should have said so sooner! Then, the plastic water bottles were used in place of the shower.
Dousing your body with lots of water bottles is such a simple and easy to understand explanation.
Hold on a sec. If they served their body with a bunch of water bottles, then that person would be...
realized who the killer is. See? Just as I thought.
Hold on. You know who the killer is?
Is that true?
Let me ask, who might that be?
The killer, Mahiru's killer must be that person.
You're the only one!
Mahiru, no!
Is it you?
Hey, what are you being quiet for? They're accusing you of being the killer.
Then I should ask you this. Why do you believe I'm the killer?
I remember when we were all meeting up to go to the beach. Your appearance when you came to the diner.
Watch yourself.
Thank you for the follow! Lolly at 12! Hot girls moment? True! True! So true! Hi, we're replaying Danganronpa. It's not my first playthrough. I've played this game before, but I wanted to replay it with the Switch ports because I've never played it on stream, so...
Watch yourself.
Hello, Napstio! Yeah. This game is on your top 10 favorites? Same. I love this entire series. This case was one of the first you saw. Do you know that? Wow, that's great. Hold on. Oh, you watched your sister do it. Nice. This game's the best of the trilogy? Yeah, I actually can't decide whether this or V3 is better. I like V3 a lot, but I also like this game a lot.
There were no towels in the beach house, and it would have taken a while for the water to fully air dry.
I think this game is slightly better. I think the cast is overall better, but I like V3's gameplay a lot more.
So you said you went swimming so you'd have a cover story.
Alright. Oh, is it hot take time? I wanted to wait until I play V3 to talk about this, but hot take, but I like V3's ending. I think it's neat.
Hold on, you bastard! So maybe she
Oh wait, whoops, I'm pressing B. But yeah, it's your opinion if you like V3 or not. It's okay.
No one even saw her swimming.
No. I saw her.
Huh?
After I ran into you bastards at the diner, I crossed paths. So there's no doubt. She would have arrived at the diner from the
Hold on. That's strange. Didn't you...
It's just a coincidence that I passed by the diner. I didn't even pay attention to the beach house. I went straight back to the hotel.
You told me you didn't see anyone. Don't try to tell me you forgot about that.
For me, the ending was the worst thing. Yeah, I understand why it pissed a bunch of people off, but I liked the meta-ness of it. Like, I think that's neat in games. And yeah, and it's more than just... Yeah, but that's the thing. I'll probably go into this more when I play V3, but... Yeah, that's the thing. It's false to you, but it isn't false to the characters. Like, what you get out of the game is what makes it real to you. Like, even if it's fake, it has the ability to change who you are. Which Danganronpa did for me. Kind of.
Not so fast! It's too soon to decide she's a killer!
Who? What? What? Do you mean Tenko? There are already literal there are gay characters in this game. Look at fucking Nagito. He's the gayest motherfucker I've ever seen.
We haven't established how the killer was able to leave the beach house.
It's not propaganda. Gay people exist. Wow, what a shocker.
The roadside door was blocked. And if it's impossible to leave from the beachside without leaving footprints, then how the fuck did the killer escape?
I actually think Nagito's bi, but whatever.
Why are you all fired up, Fuyuhiko?
Who cares about that? Answer me! If you have an explanation, then show me what you got!
You might have an answer.
Huh?
Do you really?
This mystery seems
Oh boy, I'm getting irrationally mad by fighting on the internet. Oh boy. Okay, yeah, that's a slur. So that's gonna be a quick ban from Mr. How do I? That's gonna be a quick ban from me for saying the T slur. I'm having none of that on my stream.
Well, if Peko is the killer, then I might just have an answer to that mystery.
I see. Then let's hear this alleged method of escaping the beach house.
First, let's establish how the killer...
I'm not having any fucking transphobia on my fucking stream, okay? Like, despite, like, Shiro's transgenderness aside, Shiro being, even if Shiro isn't transgender, I think she is, but that's just how I interpret her character. You're allowed to think otherwise.
I see! If the roadside and beachside doors aren't an option, the only other thing I can think of is... Well, nothing really. Except that's...
Huh. Don't you know how high that window is?
But what if, for instance, she brought help from...
She might have reached it by riding someone's shoulders, but then that person would have been left behind.
Is it possible an object was used? A rope, for instance?
And what happened to the rope after they used it?
Of course not! That would violate the school trip rule!
Littering is prohibited, even if it might be evidence.
You see? There's no way they'd be able to escape from that window.
No, they just have to use an object.
Chiaki, don't fall asleep on us!
You did? I thought you were saying they couldn't dispose of an object. I see. You don't have to throw it away if you can just hide it somewhere on your body.
Huh? Pekka was wearing a swimsuit, remember? Where would she even hide an object?
Anyway, I'm sorry I had to see that, Naps TA.
You say she hid it in her special place, I'll stab you in yours!
Anyway, as I was saying, Shiro's transgenderness aside, even if you don't think she's trans, which is a perfectly valid opinion to have, that word is a transphobic slur, and it's not okay to use, even if it's referring to someone who isn't trans.
No! Please don't be violent.
Anyway, it's time for everyone's favorite game. Anyway, if I if I wasn't pissed off by that chat person already, it's time to get even more pissed off, because it's time for fucking Hangman's Gambit, baby! Woo! Yeah, baby! Fuck! Huh? Oh, I was, no!
Got it!
Echo, you carry that bamboo sword on your back at all times, right? If I recall correctly, you had it then too. Despite the fact that you had a swimsuit on, you were still wearing your bamboo sword.
Are you saying she used that bamboo sword to escape through the window?
Yeah. Echo used that bamboo sword as a step stool and escaped out the window.
Sword as a step stool?
Fucking Hangman's Gambit sucks. I'm trying to move on from that drama now.
Ninjas know a climbing trick where they lean their sword against a wall and use the handguard as a step stool.
Wow! Just like a Japanese ninja!
Miss Sonia, ninjas only exist in Japan.
Well, it is a bamboo sword, but I'm sure a slender girl like Peko could easily use it to climb.
Well, Peko, do you have anything to say?
Hold on a sec, you bastard!
I'm not gonna tell them they'll have to redo the class trial for that segment.
You're saying she used her... It would have been left in the shower room, and she wouldn't have been able to recover it, dumbass!
Fuyuhiko, why do you even care?
Shut up! Just shut the fuck up and answer me! If you have an answer, then fuck... If she used the bamboo... Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Bastard! Got proof, you bastard? You're pissing me off! You're pissing me off! Bastard! Shut up! Shut! Got proof, you bastard? That's obviously impossible! Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? Shut up! Shut up! Don't fuck with me! Got proof, you bastard? If she used the bamboo sword as a step stool, it would have been left behind. This is the end.
Maybe intentionally driving people off of my stream isn't a good thing, but
recovered it with her sword back.
I'm not having transphobia in my stream community. That's not happening.
When she leaned her sword against the
That's a big no-no.
She tied her sword back to it. And after she climbed up to the window, as long as she hauled the bag up toward her, she would have been able to recover her bamboo sword.
I see. Not just the bamboo sword, but even the sword bag, too. Akane said she's like a ninja, but it's nothing as silly as that. Simply put, only Peko could have performed this feat. An escape plan befitting of the ultimate swordswoman. Even so, how disappointing. If you'd only let
Oh,
me
shut the
work with
fuck up.
it would have been an even greater plan.
Take one of those coconuts and throw it at his head.
Is it true?
Hold on! Just making assumptions. You don't have any proof. I won't accept this unless there's proof. Got it, you bastard?
It's fine.
Huh?
I said it's fine. Saying anything more would just be an exercise in futility.
She admitted right now. She admitted she's Mahiru's killer, right? But is this right? Peko just admitted it so freely.
Cherry blossom. Among men, the samurai. I commend your decisiveness. Very well. If you admit it, this ends now. Let's cast our vote.
Agreed. Hurry up and... hold on. Can it wait until after the voting?
This is important, and it relates to the voting.
My mode.
In the end, you had no connection to the events depicted in Twilight Syndrome murder case, right? Then, why did you kill Mahiru?
So it's about that. Let's see. If I must answer that, I must say it was for the sake of justice. In order to protect the justice of this world. I do not sully my hands to satisfy personal grudges. There is only one reason for the sake of protecting justice.
What are you saying?
Justice is what makes humans human. It's a virtue that human beings should be proud of. Justice is the eternal sun and the enduring moon, the protective father and the smiling mother.
Hello! Earth to Peko!
If justice ever disappeared from this world, the world would immediately freeze and people's smiles would vanish.
Too bad nobody can take pictures of him anymore. Like,
I will
because
not
he killed
allow
my
that.
fucking wife.
It's fine. Just stop it.
Justice must always be there to guide us, to shine bright above our heads.
I'm telling you to stop it!
So I must fight. I must continue.
Could she be?
As the light of justice shines upon my mask, I expose Justice complete. The center of justice that is pierced by justice. The lead star of justice that shines in the night sky.
I wonder if Peggo's VA stopped considering justice as a word.
Justice! Now then, let's execute
Justice! Take a shot every time justice is said in this trial.
What?
Don't actually do that. Don't do that.
Peggo, what are you doing?
I am sparkling justice in the name of sparkling, shining justice.
How do you say an emoticon?
Justice.
What's going on? What's this? Chill.
Pecco! Finally snapped!
Everyone, please be careful. Sparkling Justice is a serial killer who claims to be an ally of justice. Clad in her various hero masks, she is a serial killer who exclusively targets other criminals. She is supposed to be...
Ally of justice? So that's why you're wearing a mask.
This
That's what the
mask
point of the mask is.
Just like various idols, the sun is revered because it lies just beyond your grasp. Justice should also be the same.
I don't get it, but this is becoming really crazy.
What? What the hell is going on? Peggo's the killer?
This is turning out to be a surprising turn of events. Hey, take a look. It's a killer. Hey,
This again?
huh? Sleepwalking? So what's your answer to my previous question? Why did you kill Mahiru?
This world must always be bathed in the light of justice. I must not allow even one shadow. Evil must be eliminated immediately. No matter what, I must not overlook evil.
Evil? Are you saying Mahiru?
If you knew about that incident, then you must have played the game. Am I right?
And because of that, I was able to find the killer's accomplice hiding on this island like a sewer rat.
Yeah, and I can fix her. If you just let me fix her.
Then
She
the
seemed...
reason you killed Mahiru was...
To protect justice, of course. In order to protect justice, I have become its merciless sword and executed justice.
Holy crap! She's such a stereotypical psychopath!
Boo boo baby, boo boo baby, baby.
Pecco, is this your true identity?
My true identity? I have already forgotten who I am. It just shows my determination. My determination to protect by
Anyway, I
taking
can
away
fix
what's most
Mahiru.
important. I'm willing to become anybody to shower this world with justice.
My views have dropped, no. Look at what you fucking done. You're scaring away my fucking audience with your unbased transphobia.
I can't stand this anymore! Let's just end this farce already!
Let's go over
Not
this
base.
one more time and then let's
Shut
end this.
up. Hi, Mahiru. You looking kind of cute there. Also. Oh wait.
Here's everything that happened in this case.
Also, how did Fuyuhiko is also one thing that's wrong with this is Fuyuhiko the one that so did Fuyuhiko and Peko both show up at the beach house, and was Peko the one, or was Peko hiding in the closet or somewhere when Fuyuhiko arrived and planned this entire thing out?
She probably wanted to discuss it with someone else who also appeared in the game as a character. Hiyoko accepted Mahiru's invitation, and they promised to have a more detailed conversation about it later. However, someone else overheard their exchange. The killer. The killer eavesdropped on their conversation and used their promise to devise a specific murder plan by preparing a specific item. That item was the letters. They sent fake letters to both Mahiru and Hiyoko.
So was Peko the one who knocked out Hiyoko, or was it Fuyuhiko?
The letter Mahiru received told her to come to the beach house at 2:30 p.m. And the letter Hiyoko received told her to come to the beach house at exactly 2 p.m. By providing different times, the killer was able to lure them to the beach house separately. Hiyoko totally trusted that letter, showed up at the beach house at 2 p.m., just like it said, and was drugged into unconsciousness by the killer lying in wait. After putting Hiyoko to sleep, the killer immediately hid her inside the closet, so they could frame her as the killer later. At 2:30 p.m., Mahiru arrived at the beach house. She was completely unaware that she'd been targeted for murder. Approaching her from behind, the killer struck the defenseless Mahiru with a specific weapon, the metal bat that was left at the scene of the crime.
Mahiru, no!
The bat was brought down onto the back of Mahiru's head, and according to Mikan's autopsy, Mahiru died instantly, so she probably never knew who killed her. With that, the killer achieved their goal of killing Mahiru and began to tamper with the crime scene. They dragged Mahiru's body so that it blocked the door leading to the road. Also, the mask found at the scene of the crime was something the killer personally left. I'm not really sure why. My guess is it's something similar to a calling card.
That's a Persona 5 reference.
That's how the crime scene we discovered was created. However, by moving Mahiru's body, the killer got blood splatter on them. Plus, the shower room had no water because it was out of order, so they couldn't wash it off. But the killer expected something like that to happen. Instead of the shower, the killer used something else to wash the blood off their body. They used plastic water bottles that were inside the beach house refrigerator. We can assume they carried the bottles to the shower room before the sequence of events had happened. In place of showering, they washed the blood off their body with water bottles instead.
Hold on. I'm looking for something.
However, they had no choice but to dispose of the empty bottles in the beach house's trash can. Littering is against the rules, and it would have taken too much time to throw them away somewhere else. After the killer washed off the blood, they hid in a specific spot inside the closet Hiyoko was in. The killer hid inside the surfboard case that they had already emptied beforehand. After some time had passed, the sleeping drug used on Hiyoko wore off, and she woke up. I can imagine how badly Hiyoko must have panicked when she came out of the closet. I mean, she made plans to see Mahiru, who lay dead right in front of her. From the shock and panic of being considered a murder scene, Hiyoko fled from the beach house. Because of that, she left footprints in the sand. Everything was a trap set by the killer to frame her. After Hiyoko left, the killer finally came out of the surfboard case and placed a gummy that they brought with them to shift our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Ironically, placing that gummy is what helped clear our suspicion toward Hiyoko. Finally, the killer began preparing to escape from the beach house. They couldn't risk leaving their footprints in the sand, so they escaped the beach house using a different route, the small window in the shower room. However, that window is rather high up and can't be reached easily, which is why the killer used the bamboo sword they always carry with them. The killer took the bamboo sword out of its bag, tied the bag to the sword's handle, and used the sword as a step stool to reach the small window while holding the sword bag in their hand. As long as they're able to reach the window, all they had... And so the killer left the beach house and appeared before us as if nothing had happened. But their wet hair and swimsuit didn't dry right away. There also weren't any towels at the beach house. So when the killer met up with us, they said they had been swimming for a while as an excuse. So how about it? This is the truth behind the incident you caused. Isn't that right, Peko Yama?
I see. And what of it?
She's like totally cool with it.
I haven't done anything to be ashamed of.
What are you saying? You killed Mahiru!
Wrong! I punished evil in the name of justice.
Yeah, she wasn't evil. I can fix her.
No reason to condemn me.
Whatever. Let's hurry up and vote so we can freaking kill this weird
There's no way. Justice can never be killed. You should all know that as well.
What are you saying?
To protect what's most important to you, you must be prepared to throw. Understand?
I don't get it. I don't get it at all.
Then I shall be direct. In order to keep justice, to keep me alive, you all must give up your lives.
Are you serious?
It's not serious. It's justice. If I fall here, who will combat the evils of this war? Now, follow your hearts of hurry and
Give me a break! Who's gonna die for you?
If we let Peko go, we're all gonna get...
for the sake of grand justice.
You sacrifices because of that.
Don't worry. The justice that you give your life.
I can't stand her anymore. Let's vote already and execute her.
However, before we do that...
Monokuma, the vote! Hurry up and let us vote already!
I'm awake!
Ah, he finally woke up.
I've heard your story.
I wonder what would have happened if Sonia was able to say.
Cares?
If Sonia was able to say what she wanted to say about her not being sparkling justice. Like, if they had voted for Fuyuhiko, like, that would have been wrong, right?
Now then, please pull the lever in front. Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you... Such heart-pounding excitement!
Pardon me, can we please have a little more time? Pardon me, can we have a little bit more time?
Continue our discussion? But isn't the voting over?
Yes, but I cannot help but feel strange.
Strange? What do you mean? There's no...
That is true. However...
As a serial killer enthusiast, you're wondering if Petco is really sparkling justice, am I right?
Hey, Miss Sonia isn't a serial killer enthusiast. She just has a little more passion about them than most.
That makes her an enthusiast.
Yeah, that's...
Honestly, it felt strange to me too. I mean... There's a distinct difference between...
Distinct difference?
You know, Sonia just...
Justice complete! The center of justice, that would...
I see, so that's what it was. I think I've got a difference between the serial killer and Pecco.
See. That's right. According to what Sonia said.
The article was written in their native language, so I tried to translate it.
If she had a translator, that means it...
Huh? Yes, the magazine I read was written in Spanish, so Sparkling Justice's catchphrase was no doubt written in Spanish as well. Which means the journalist and Sparkling Justice are both...
From Spain?
What?
I mean... Possibly not. I see both killers were from the same country, but that wasn't the case. If so...
Pecco, you're not
Or, you insist that you're Sparkling Justice. Can you...
Would you be able to do that?
It appears that the time has come for this mask to come off. However, that's perfectly fine, and even if you find out now, it's too late for you all to do anything about it. My duty as a tool, has already been completed and...
Uh-huh?
That mask has fulfilled its purpose.
What do you mean? Fulfilled its purpose?
Now that you've already cast your votes, is what it means.
Hey, be clearer!
I have no purpose. I am just a mere tool.
Tool?
She called herself a tool, which means...
Of course. A tool cannot do anything on its own.
I see. I finally understand. Well, I did have a sneaking suspicion all along.
What do you mean?
I mean, besides Peko and Hiyoko,
Someone else?
there is proof that a step... I see!
Are you talking about the body discovery announcement?
Yep, that's right. I mean... That announcement is made when at least 3 people discover a body.
I'm not in a good mood right
In this
now, I'm sorry.
particular case, the killer, heck, if that's the case, it would mean only Hiyoko and Kazuichi discovered the body, but...
I see. That leaves us one person short.
So that means there was one more person in the beach house.
Plus, the fact that Monokuma tried to hide that truth from us by being flexible with it, that's such a vital clue that it could alter the outcome of the trial.
No.
Huh?
Yes. From your basic way of thinking about it, you are wrong. Didn't I? That means I'm just a simple tool to be...
Therefore, that person would have the strongest motive out of anybody else here.
You're the only one!
I see. Now I finally see the connection. The connection between the motive and the incident.
But even if it's the motive, it's just a game, right? Would you call a game like that?
No, the evidence, there's overwhelming proof of that too. The photos.
I can prove it with this! I didn't think it was necessary to confirm it if it didn't have anything to do with Mahiru's murder. There's no doubt that game is based on actual events. That much is clear. The photos awarded for beating the game are not actual in-game screenshots. They're all actual photos, with the surrounding scenery cropped out. You knew all along, Fuyuhiko. You knew whether or not the first victim in the game was actually your little sister. Because whoever beat the game first... It was the envelope, right? The person who received the ending prize. It was you.
I like how this trial goes on even after it says it's over.
You'd have no choice but to believe it. Even so, you wanted to deny the truth. That's why you sent those photos to Mahiru to confirm it.
Hey! Why are we talking about Fuyuhiko? But...
That's why I told you. You're all too late. As I said before, I had no motive for killing Mahiru. No reason to kill him. Not even though I was simply used as a tool.
Hey! What's going on?
I'm not the true killer who used me as their weapon to kill Mahiru Koizumi was Fuyuhiko Kuzuryu.
That doesn't make sense.
What?
What the hell?
I see.
No. But my young master does.
Young master?
That is the truth of this case. I'm sure you realize it by now, but it's too late. You cannot
That's a problem.
That's a
Echo's
problem.
allegation holds up.
In that case, the person who gets to live
Just... me?
That's nuts! No matter how you look at it, that's completely insane!
How would Peko be a tool in the first place?
Pekka's still a person.
Peko is a legitimate human being!
This...
That's not for you to decide. The votes have been cast. All we can do now is wait and see what Monokuma decides.
What the hell?
That's a gamble. B! But look at all those hundreds I got.
I'm in a bind. And what a bind it is. I guess for now, let's take...
Although there are some twists and turns along the way, the one who can Mario Kazumi is... Okay, wait, hold on, wait a sec. No matter how you look at it, Pekka's the killer. Why? Well, that's obvious. You're not a tool, you're a freaking human being.
You just don't...
You don't know there are people who only exist to be tools. People such as myself.
Yeah.
Pekka and I grew up together. It was completely different than that. But after I was born and invaded by his parents, the Khepri clan took me in. They gave me reason to exist.
What?
I mean, she's a hitman arranged on a clan to work directly under me. Hitmen are still people.
If my young master is attacked, I must defend him as that is my only reason for living. Before I am human, I am my young master until this body of
But
mine
you're
is
still
no longer
human, you
me.
say.
I shall fulfill my duty.
You say, yeah,
until the
before,
very
but that means after you're a tool, you're still human.
That is...
Plus, she's not a tool. But I'm trying to expose the logical fallacy behind her logic and not argue whether she's a tool or not.
You fiend.
No. I am nothing but a tool.
Damn it.
Fuyuhiko, can I date your sister? Says Hajime. When I thought I beat that game, I was suddenly given these photographs. You know, I don't understand. Why is the sister in these photos? Why can't I remember? How come I don't even know if my sister is dead? That's why I wanted to talk to Mahiru. She never responded to me. Not only that, she started avoiding me too. Yeah, everyone was confused. That's why we were told we were connected to it. When Mahiru spoke to Ibuki, she said something about this. Oh, sorry, actually, I planned to go to the Visa one. You're not gonna go, Mahiru? If you want to talk about it, it's pretty important. So you know, it's troubling to tell the others. I can't really do anything on my own, so if I need to make amends, I would, but I don't even know how.
Are you serious?
Mahiru. She wanted to discuss how to make amends, but Kyoko was the only one who accepted her invitation.
Hey.
What the?
Damn it.
And so,
That is...
Yeah.
Hey,
Right.
but... Why?
Shut the hell up!
What are you saying?
I mean, Mahiru is right.
Yeah. Huh?
young master, I am finished.
What?
Of course.
Well, of course you don't understand, because humans are completely different from another. Everyone's birthplace and upbringing is different. It's obviously impossible for them to understand each other. So everyone just pretends to understand and pretends to be understood. Hey, you're too annoying. Can you be quiet? Okie dokie, I'll be quiet. After it, as my young master planned, I proceed to tamper with the scene of the crime. However, I have also considered the ability of being found out. So in order to make you guys make the wrong choice, how does it make you that serial killer story? You guys have made the wrong decision. You murdered me and you too as the killer, unaware that my young master was the killer.
No. This is true.
I'll admit, all this talk about Pekka being a tool sounds pretty persuasive. When you approach it from various angles, it makes sense that Fuyuhiko is actually the true killer.
I see.
So for Pekka, Fuyuhiko himself is your true hope. On his behalf, you killed Mayu, and now you're trying to sacrifice us so you can protect him. You would only go that far because he's your one and only hope. Wrong, I have no hope. I'm just a tool. A tool? Well, even if we ask her, she'll probably just play dumb anyway. So I'm gonna ask someone else. Hey, Fuyuhiko, what do you think?
Hey.
Is Pekka just a tool to you? Using that tool, sacrificing by sacrificing Pekka and the rest of us. Is that your hope?
Hold on.
Hold on, what's the use of
What?
asking something like that? Huh, you seem distressed. I mean, your tool doesn't panic like that. Pekka, be honest. Are you trying to protect Fuyuhiko of your own free will? The fact that she let us on. Are all things, those are your things you ordered us to do? I know you hate our guts, but if you listen to Pekka, we're all gonna die.
Young master.
I was only following the orders. You just have to tell them that. Fuyuhiko, you mentioned this before, but... You don't really feel that way. You're not that kind of person. Because if you were, you wouldn't be hesitating as you are now.
Master!
There's no need to hesitate, young master. Please just tell the truth. Young master, you were the one who ordered me. I just did as I was because I am a tool. Fuyuhiko, this could be considered your ultimate choice. Regardless, either way, you'll still lose Pekka, but... If you insist you're the killer, as she said, you can sacrifice us and survive alone. Or would you rather reject Pekka and fight alongside us against despair? Which one will be your hope?
Young master, I am finished.
You? What the hell did you do? You already know, right? What's going to happen after you kill someone?
I did it because I know.
Yeah. Hey, Pekka. Do you remember? Our professional relationship doesn't exist on this island. You need to run. Got it? Just let me take the fall so you can get away.
Young master, that is impossible.
Shut up!
There is no way I cannot worry about you. I am my young master's without an owner. The tool serves no purpose.
God damn it, we are done with that crap! Why won't you listen to what I'm saying?
Regardless,
Oh, I hear the
I will
Kokichi
not
now.
leave. Besides, I have a plan. Please do not worry. I promise I will keep my young master alive and we...
You idiot.
I intend to fulfill my duty as your... Now please, go! Hiyoko will be waking up soon, after you leave. I must block the door to the road. Hurry!
Damn it. You better run away. Got it? You better escape!
Sorry about it, Fuyuhiko. Please tell me the truth. I'm sorry, Pekka. I guess I couldn't go through with it after all. Because if that's what I have to do to survive, I just feel ashamed of myself. If it mean I can't live without depending on something, I just feel disgusted. And if I admit that, if it means you really are just a tool to me, how many times I tell you, I don't want a tool given to me by the kids in the plan. Oh my, so this is how it turned out. And here I thought it'd be more brutal and heartless. Man, how disappointing. Which means everything happened thanks to her meddlesome action. There's no way a human that meddlesome could ever be considered a tool. Monokuma, you knew about what Pekka and Fuyuhiko discussed. That's why all this surveillance cameras. You're just having fun. Man, even if it was an act of desperation, Pekka's claim was still super interesting. You're the first to try to influence the outcome of the trial like that, but too bad! You're definitely the killer! Pekka, the tool with the heart, is the killer!
Sorry.
Pekka, I'm sorry I couldn't fulfill your request, even though you did all that to provide me with the chance to survive. I had a feeling it would turn out like this.
Master,
Young master, you have a kind heart despite being a Yakuza. That's why you question your position and constantly worry about it. For you to sacrifice someone else just to escape by yourself, I believe you wouldn't accept that so easy. We've been together ever since we were children. Even a tool would understand that.
Even so.
Even so, I wanted you to escape. I wanted to protect
I
you.
am terribly sorry.
I'm terribly sorry we'll not be able to serve by your side until the very end, young master. Goodbye. And I'm sorry for what I've done to you all too. It may be a selfish
Do not
request,
cause
but
a
please
senseless
don't.
killing such as this ever again.
Bitch, you're the one who did the killing! Mahiru would still be alive if it weren't for you!
I will never feel despair.
As long as I'm a tool, I'm fully prepared to die.
Cool!
But will you be able to maintain that composure till the very end? People who act as proud as you will always shed tears of despair in the end. Now then, let's begin!
For Yuhiko.
So,
Didn't you tell me not to call you young master? The tool of Pekka Yama who used to stand by you. I'd like it if you remember that. How many times? You don't have to keep... I don't need any tools. You did say that. Then let's begin! The punishment time brimming with despair! Jeez, why don't you get it with? This time for the ultimate swordswoman, Pekka Yama. You stayed by my side, why don't you get
I
it?
prepared a very special punishment.
For you! I never needed a sword or a shield.
I never needed... So... You didn't need to become a tool.
Let's give it everything we've got!
You just needed to be yourself.
Yuhiko.
I never wanted a tool. I just wanted you. Only you.
Young master.
Why? Why couldn't you understand? We've always been together ever since we were kids!
Let's go!
Let's go! It's punishment time!
Please, Pekko. Don't go! I need you! Don't leave me!
Young master. I have two questions about this fucking execution. And they're both why and how. How did Fuyuhiko get here? Like, they get dragged by the neck away. Did they get a second thing just to drag Fuyuhiko out to this place, to the execution site? And two, why? Like, that's directly putting Fuyuhiko in danger, which is against the rules. And we know he survives past this point because it's against only the Blackened can be punished. So why would Monokuma even go through the trouble of bringing Fuyuhiko here? There. This cannot be even Fuyuhiko? People dying seriously, falling like dominoes. You bastard, what is this? This can't be. This is a lie, right? Pekko, Fuyuhiko!
Such a waste.
For heaven's sake, this is the worst. Jeez, what a waste. This conclusion is a waste. This is why she was disgusted with me. It was supposed to be a clash between two hosts, but it was crushed between something so unpalpable. Unpalatable. You still talking about that? What the hell is wrong with you? Are you pissed that two of your friends got killed? I am pissed. I didn't feel sad and hopeless, but still, it's going to be alright. This despair is worth this. Even this despair is just a ladder to a bright shining hope that awaits us. The higher the ladder, the brighter we can shine. That is the unmistakable truth. Calling me a ladder, huh? You say some interesting things. In a way, your misguided thoughts of hope should remind me of him. I don't really understand what you're saying. Anyway, I shall make a declaration. We will definitely destroy you. The hopes of the ultimates here will definitely, completely, utterly destroy you. There won't be a strand of cotton done when we're done with you. That's your future. How much longer are you planning to say stupid things? Don't you understand? Even Fuyuhiko died, you know? Not yet. He's still alive.
Everyone!
Fuyuhiko's still alive. Frantically rushed to Fuyuhiko's side. How? Where is the execution site? How did we know where it is? How did we get there?
Is he gonna be okay?
Do something! Hey! You need to save him!
I'm trying! But his blood, he won't stop bleeding out! His heart...
Can't you do... God damn it!
Well, serves him, right? Were you filled with the hope of the thought of saving yourself? That's why you ended up like that. What are you so laid back about? You need to hurry up and save him. Huh? Surprise? Why do I need to burn my precious Kylie just to save some Yakuza's come? It's your duty to save him, because it's written in the school trip rules. If only the Blackie got executed, then Fuyuhiko shouldn't be allowed to be executed. Geez, I guess I have no choice. There's no way I can violate a rule, even if it's me. Fine then, I'll save him. I was actually going to do that all along, so I prepared for this.
An ambulance?
Just leave the rest to me, Dr. Killgood.
Dr. Killgood? You've already killed your patient.
We gotta get this patient to the Monokuma Hospital ER and get him under 24-hour observation stat. So, I'll see you later.
Okay, and after you said that, an ambulance containing Monokuma and Fuyuhiko vanished from his sight. Is he really be okay to leave this to Monokuma? It's not really out. It's gonna be fine. He's gonna get better and come back to us again. He's definitely gonna come back and talk a lot about the smack as if nothing happened. Then all we can do is wait. What do you have to wait for him? He's responsible for Mayu's death. However, we must put that aside now that Pekka's already been punished.
Fall, my tears.
There are no second chances in life. We cannot return to what already transpired. There's no other way than to move forward.
Damn it!
Yeah, he planned... Okay, so he planned it out, but didn't want to go through with it until the end. And so the class trial ended. When that finally realized, what will happen by then? No matter where I look. Anyway, the moral of the story is everything is Sato's fault. In the anime, you see I think Sato was very manipulative of Mahiru, like putting words in her mouth. So anyway, the moral of the story is everything is Sato's fault. I can fix Mahiru and I can fix fucking Natsumi.
You guys can see it, right? You can see this countdown too? Poor people are already gone. We took our time preparing the hope fragments, but now we're no longer able to gather them.
I mean, I can still gather them. By talking to people, I still get them, right?
I'm not so sure anymore whether it's better if we let them leave this island, or if we shouldn't let them escape. For those kids, which option is hope and which is despair? But I guess there's no time to hesitate. That guy will probably take over our plan's final stage as well. What lies beyond that is the foul resurrection of the ultimate despair and the continuation of the biggest, most tragic event in human. That cannot be allowed. We must prevent that by any means necessary, even if we have to pay the ultimate price. Everything is for the sake of a future filled with hope.
Chapter 2, Sea and Punishment, Sid and Coconuts, end. Mahiru, no! And also Peko, but Mahiru, no! And that is where we're going to be ending the stream. So, thank you all very much for watching. And we're going to go and raid we're going to go and host Crampsters, so look forward to that. Sorry for all the fucking drama that happened during the stream. People are fucking stupid. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye!